Big Freaking Rat. It's a newer movie, and when I first threw it on, I was pretty worried that it was gonna be one of those flicks I turn off real quick. Um, so it's basically about a giant ass rat, or a big freaking rat, um, that's grown so big due to all the toxic waste dumping in the town and whatnot, and now it's out and it's killing everybody that crosses its path. Um, I mainly checked it out because Felissa Rose is in it, and she's just awesome. Um, on camera and off, she's a total sweetheart at shock stock when I saw her. But yeah, this movie, it worried me at first because the first like 5 minutes or so are the opening credits, and it's all CG, and not even good CG. It's like that Bryce 3D type of CG where it's made with freeware programs and shit. Um, just very amateurish and like high school project looking. But I'm glad I stuck through the opening credits, because the rest of the movie, there was like um, maybe like 3 seconds of CG, and everything else was practical. The rat was all practical. There were no CG bits with the rat, thank God. Um, all the other violence was practical, except for the one part where Buddy's face gets like ripped off when his body falls. You could tell they just CG'd his face out and had the bloody edge going around his skull, but that wasn't major. The creature was practical, and most of the violence was. That's what really won me over. There's also like a sub story in here with mobsters, and they cracked me up. That's not the intention, I don't believe, but I couldn't stop thinking, like, man, if someone were to make a fan film out of The Sopranos, like as their first project for film school or something, then that's what those guys in this movie reminded me of. They were like Z-grade Sopranos villains. One of them even looked like Paulie, very similar hairstyle, and the skunk colors going. It was hilarious. One guy in the Adidas tracksuits, looking like Chrissy. Just, it was hilarious. Felissa Rose, she's not a major character in it. She's like the wife of the uncle to the main kid in the movie. The main kid and his uncle were pretty funny together. The kid's always in his room on his computer or playing on his phone, and his uncle just keeps calling him a damn millennial and saying how lazy millennials are and shit like that. It was hilarious. There's a reveal on why the kid spends so much time on his phone. Won't get into that, don't want to spoil it. It's not a major point, but gotta leave some stuff to surprise, right? But yeah, overall, if you stumble across this movie, definitely give it a go. It's full on cheese. Like, I'm not saying that to be making pun jokes and shit like that, because the movie's called Big Freaking Rat. It's just, it is pure low budget amateur cheese, and I loved it. Not the same level as Trauma by any means. It doesn't have the sleaze factor or any of that. It's just, it felt like a dope little project put together by some friends, and then they pulled some money together to pull in Felissa to make an appearance in it. If you like cheap creature feature flicks and you're tired of the oversaturation of Bigfoot movies and shit like that, definitely check out Big Freaking Rat. It would actually make a good double feature with Crackoon or Zombievers. Either one of those, or fuck it, make it a three-way feature and just watch all three of them. But yeah, definitely worth watching. It was a blast, and Felisa was hilarious in it. Near the end of her time in the movie, she was making me laugh pretty good, and yeah, her death was dope. Most of the kills were pretty cool. Watching the rat just chew people up, it was great. But anytime I can watch Mother Nature take out humanity, I'm always going to be a fan of that, because I fucking hate humans and I love animals. So always going to root for the critters in the movies. And that's it. Big Freaking Rat. Check it out, folks. Stay sleazy. Peace.